What if the very thoughts you believe are yours aren't? Right now, as you watch this video, you think you're making independent choices. You chose to click. You chose to watch. You're choosing whether to keep listening. But what if I told you that choice was predicted, calculated, engineered? Every scroll, every like, every share, every video you watch, every comment you read, every headline that catches your eye, it's all been carefully selected, not by you, by something else. An invisible force that knows you better than you know yourself. An algorithm that's been studying you, learning your patterns, understanding your triggers, and quietly, methodically shaping what you think. You're living in a curated reality, a personalized prison of information. And the scariest part, you didn't even know you were trapped. Today, we're pulling back the curtain on the digital echo chamber. We're going to expose how your independent thought, the thing you're most certain is yours, might be the biggest illusion of all. Prepare to question everything. Let's start with something you use every day, your For You page. Whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, X, they all have one, a personalized feed. Recommendations just for you. Sounds helpful, right? The algorithm is doing you a favor, saving you time, showing you what you want to see. But here's what they don't tell you. The For You page isn't showing you the world. It's showing you a carefully constructed version of the world. One specifically designed to keep you engaged, keep you scrolling, and most importantly, keep you thinking in a very specific way. In 2023, a leaked internal document from TikTok revealed that their algorithm has one primary goal: maximize time spent on platform. Not truth, not education, not balance, just engagement. And here's the disturbing part. The algorithm learned that the fastest way to keep you watching is to show you content that confirms what you already believe. If you lean left politically, you get fed more left-leaning content. If you lean right, more right-leaning content. Interested in conspiracy theories? Here's 47 more. Skeptical of conspiracy theories? Here's why conspiracies are dangerous. The algorithm doesn't care about truth. It cares about keeping your eyes on the screen. And the easiest way to do that, tell you you're right, over and over and over. A 2022 MIT study found that people spend 60% more time on content that aligns with their existing beliefs. The algorithm knows this, and it weaponizes it. You think you're exploring the internet. You're not. You think you're discovering new perspectives, new ideas, new information. You're not. You're being guided down a predetermined path, and the rails are invisible. Every time you search something, the algorithm remembers. Every video you watch for more than 30 seconds, noted. Every post you pause on for just a moment longer, recorded. Google's search results aren't the same for everyone. If you and your friends search climate change right now, you'll get different results, different articles, different perspectives. The algorithm shows you what it thinks you want to see. Facebook, Meta, admitted in a 2020 internal study that their algorithm creates filter bubbles so effective that users are exposed to 90% content that aligns with their existing worldview. 90%. Imagine living in a house where 9 out of every 10 windows show you the same view. You'd think that view was reality. You forget there are other perspectives, other angles, other truths. That's what's happening to your mind. Right now, the illusion is that you're in control, that you're choosing what to see, what to read, what to believe. But the algorithm is choosing for you, and it's steering you subtly, invisibly, relentlessly distorted version of reality that keeps you engaged, polarized, and coming back for more. Let's talk numbers. Real data that social media companies don't want you thinking about. The average person spends 2 hours and 31 minutes on social media per day. That's 912 hours per year. That's 38 full days of your life, every year, inside an algorithmic echo chamber. A 2021 Stanford study found that after just 2 weeks of algorithm-curated content, people's political positions became 23% more extreme, not more informed, more extreme. Another study from NYU in 2023 discovered that 64% of people who joined extremist groups online reported that they were recommended to those groups by the platform's algorithm. They weren't searching for radicalization. The algorithm brought it to them. And here's the most disturbing stat of all. A 2024 Cambridge study used brain scans on heavy social media users and found that their neural patterns when encountering opposing viewpoints showed the same activity as physical threat responses. Their brains literally processed different opinions as danger. The algorithm didn't just change what they thought, it changed how they think. But the algorithm isn't the only thing controlling your thoughts. There's another force, more subtle, more insidious. It's not a machine. It's people, your friends, your followers, your tribe, and they're watching everything you say, judging every word, every opinion, every deviation from the accepted narrative. Welcome to the age of digital self-censorship, where the like button became a weapon and silence became survival. In 2009, Facebook introduced the like button, a simple feature, a way to show appreciation. Harmless, right? Wrong. That single button fundamentally changed human communication, and not in the way you think. Before the like button, you shared your thoughts and moved on. You didn't obsess over whether people agreed. You didn't refresh constantly to see if you were being validated. But now, every post is a referendum. Every opinion is put on trial. And the jury is everyone you know and millions of strangers you don't. A 2022 study from the University of Pennsylvania found that people checked their posts an average of 14 times in the first hour after posting. Not because they want to communicate, because they need validation. The like button weaponized social approval. It turned every thought you share into a performance. And performances need applause. But here's where it gets dark. The algorithm learned that extreme opinions get more engagement. Nuance doesn't go viral. Moderation doesn't trend. But outrage spreads like wildfire. A 2023 analysis of 3 million Facebook posts found that content with extreme emotional language, anger, fear, disgust, received 67% more likes and shares than neutral, balanced content. So the algorithm rewards extremism and punishes nuance. And slowly, without even realizing it, people stopped sharing what they actually believed. They started sharing what gets likes. Now, let's talk about what you don't post. Think about the last time you had an opinion, a real, honest opinion that you knew would be unpopular with your online circle. Did you post it? Probably not. A 2021 Pew Research study found that 62% of Americans admit they self-censor on social media because they're afraid of the consequences. Not legal consequences. Social consequences, being unfollowed, being argued with, being called out, being canceled. This is the digital descent dilution, the slow, invisible process where you stop saying what you think and start saying what's safe. And here's the mechanism that makes it so effective. Social media created tribes. political tribes, ideological tribes, identity tribes, and each tribe has rules, spoken and unspoken. Step outside those rules, and you face immediate punishment, not from the law, from your own people. A 2024 Yale study examined what happens when someone posts an opinion that contradicts their usual stance. Within minutes, their engagement drops by an average of 43%. Unfollows spike. Angry comments flood in. The tribe rejects the dissenter. Immediately, publicly, brutally. And the message is clear. Conform or be exiled. So people conform. They like what they're supposed to like. Share what they're supposed to share. And slowly, their authentic voice disappears, replaced by a carefully curated performance of acceptable opinions. But it gets worse. Not only are you afraid to express dissenting views, you're being neurologically rewarded for staying in line. Every time you see a post that confirms what you already believe, your brain releases dopamine, the same chemical released by food, sex, and drugs. Literally. Seeing opinions you agree with is addictive. A 2023 neuroscience study from UCLA used fMRI scans on social media users and found that viewing confirming content activates the brain's reward center, the nucleus accumbens, the same region activated by cocaine. Your brain is getting high on agreement. And just like any addiction, you need more. You seek it out. You scroll until you find it. And when you encounter something that challenges your beliefs, your brain doesn't process it as information. It processes it as a threat. Remember that Cambridge study from earlier? The one showing opposing views triggered the same brain response as physical danger? That's confirmation bias amplified by social media. You're not just avoiding different opinions because they're uncomfortable. Your brain is literally treating them as dangerous. A 2022 study tracked 10,000 social media users over 5 years. Researchers found that the longer someone spent in algorithm-curated feeds, the less capable they became of considering opposing viewpoints. Not less willing, less capable. Their cognitive flexibility, the ability to hold multiple perspectives, measurably decreased. The echo chamber doesn't just reinforce your beliefs, it destroys your ability to think differently. This is where it gets genuinely scary. The combination of algorithmic curation and social pressure creates what researchers call the extremism pipeline. Here's how it works. You start with moderate interest in a topic. Let's say fitness. You watch a few workout videos. Harmless, but the algorithm notices you watch one video about traditional masculinity, so it recommends more. You watch a couple. Then it recommends videos about modern society destroying men. You watch one out of curiosity. Now the algorithm thinks you're interested in men's rights, so it shows you more extreme content, and more. Within weeks, your feed is full of increasingly radical content, and because you're seeing it constantly, it starts to feel normal. A 2023 investigation by The Guardian tracked 100 new YouTube accounts. They subscribed to one mainstream political channel. Within 30 days, 78% of those accounts were being recommended extremist content. This isn't accidental. This is by design. Extreme content keeps people watching longer. And watch time is the metric that matters. Facebook's own internal research, leaked in 2021, found that 64% of people who joined extremist groups did so because Facebook recommended them. The algorithm literally created extremists. And once you're in that bubble, once your entire feed is extreme, your entire social circle is extreme, and your brain treats moderation as a threat, there's almost no way out. So who's responsible for this? Who built these systems? Who designed these algorithms? Who decided that engagement mattered more than truth? The answer isn't a secret cabal. It's not some shadowy conspiracy. It's engineers, programmers, data scientists, working in glass towers in Silicon Valley. And they knew exactly what they were doing. Behind every algorithm is a human being who made a choice, a design decision, a trade-off, and almost every time they chose profit over people. Let's meet the architects of your curated reality, and let's expose what they're really building. Meet the people who built your prison. 2016, Facebook headquarters. An internal memo is circulated. The subject line, "The Ugly Truth," written by Andrew Bosworth, a Facebook VP. Quote, "We connect people. That can be bad if they make it negative. Maybe someone dies in a terrorist attack coordinated on our tools. The ugly truth is we believe in connecting people so deeply that anything that allows us to connect more people more often is good. Translation, growth over safety, engagement over ethics, profit over people." That memo leaked in 2018. Bosworth is now Meta CTO. 2021, Frances Haugen, a Facebook data scientist, testifies before Congress. She brings 22,000 pages of internal documents, the Facebook files. Her testimony: Facebook knows that algorithms push divisive content. They've run studies. They have the data. But engagement goes up when people are angry, so they choose profit. Haugen's leaked research showed Facebook's algorithm amplifies hate speech 5-1 over positive content. They knew. They didn't stop it. 2023, Guillaume Chazlot, former YouTube engineer, goes public. He designed the recommendation algorithm. His confession: "We optimize for watch time. Not truth, not well-being, just more watching. I realized we created a radicalization machine. When I reported it, I was ignored." These aren't conspiracy theories. These are the confessions of the people who built the system. And they all say the same thing. They knew it was harmful. They did it anyway. Why? Simple. Money. Every minute you spend on their platform equals dollars. More engagement means more ads. More ads mean more profit. Meta's ad revenue in 2023, $131 billion. YouTube, $31 billion. TikTok, $18 billion. That money doesn't come from showing you truth. It comes from keeping you watching. 2020 internal Facebook study, also leaked, found that if they reduced divisive content, engagement would drop 8%. That's approximately $10 billion in lost revenue. So they didn't reduce it. A former Facebook executive, Tim Kendall, testified in 2020. "We took a page out of Big Tobacco's playbook. Make addictive, deny the harm, maximize profit." He compared Facebook's algorithms to cigarette engineering, both designed to hook you. Both companies knew the damage. Both chose money. And here's the darkest part. Targeted advertising isn't just about selling products. It's about selling you a worldview. If an algorithm knows you're anxious, it shows you anxiety-inducing content to keep you engaged, then sells you anxiety medication ads. If it knows you're angry about politics, it shows you rage bait, then sells you to political campaigns. Your emotions aren't just a product. They're the business model. But it's not just about addiction and profit. The algorithms they built didn't just change what you think. They changed elections, swayed referendums, toppled democracies. 2018. The world learned about Cambridge Analytica. 87 million Facebook profiles harvested, used to psychologically manipulate voters. But that's just one scandal that got caught. What about the ones that didn't? Let me show you what happens when these algorithms escape the lab and enter the real world. When confirmation bias meets political warfare, when echo chambers decide elections, when your curated reality becomes everyone's nightmare. 2018, the scandal that changed everything. Cambridge Analytica, a political consulting firm, harvested 87 million Facebook profiles without consent. They used personality quizzes, simple apps. Which Disney character are you? But they weren't collecting fun facts. They were building psychological profiles, mapping your fears, your triggers, your vulnerabilities. Then they sold that data to political campaigns. Trump, 2016. Brexit. Elections across the world. The campaigns use Facebook's ad platform to micro-target voters with personalized propaganda. If the algorithm knew you were anxious about immigration, you got fear-based ads. If you value tradition, you got nostalgia. Christopher Wiley, the whistleblower who exposed it, testified. We exploited Facebook to harvest millions of profiles, and we built models to exploit what we knew about them and target their inner demons. Inner demons. Facebook's response? They knew Cambridge Analytica was harvesting data in 2015. They did nothing until the press found out in 2018. Mark Zuckerberg testified before Congress. His defense: we made mistakes. Those mistakes may have changed the course of history. But Cambridge Analytica wasn't the worst thing Facebook's algorithm enabled. 2017 Myanmar. Facebook is the internet for most citizens. 90% of online activity happens on Facebook. The algorithm started recommending extremist Buddhist groups. Posts demonizing the Rohingya Muslim minority went viral. Hate speech spread like wildfire. Within months, the rhetoric turned to violence. What the UN later called ethnic cleansing. Over 700,000 Rohingya fled. Thousands were killed. 2018, the UN released a report. Quote, Facebook has been a useful instrument for those seeking to spread hate. The extent to which Facebook posts have led to real-world discrimination and violence is still being investigated. Facebook's own internal report, leaked in 2020, admitted, we weren't doing enough to prevent our platform from being used to foment division and incite offline violence. Translation, we knew. People died. We kept the algorithm running. A genocide amplified by recommendations. Enabled by engagement metrics. Powered by an algorithm that valued virality over human life. January 6, 2021. The U.S. Capitol is stormed. Later investigations revealed something chilling. A majority of the rioters were radicalized online through recommendation algorithms. Court documents showed their digital journey. Started with mainstream conservative content. YouTube and Facebook algorithms recommended progressively extreme channels. QAnon, Stop the Steal. Militia groups. One defendant's lawyer argued in court. He was a good man until the algorithm got him. The FBI's internal analysis found that social media algorithms played a significant role in organizing and radicalizing participants. YouTube CEO testified before Congress. She was asked directly, did your recommendation algorithm radicalize these people? Her answer, our systems don't have a political bias. That wasn't the question. So what now? You know the truth. You know you're being manipulated. You know the algorithm is designed to trap you. But here's the thing, knowledge alone won't save you. Breaking free requires action, deliberate, intentional, uncomfortable action. Let me show you how to reclaim your mind. You can't fight what you can't see, but now you see it. The algorithm, the echo chamber, the manipulation. It's all visible now. That awareness is your first weapon, because the system only works when you don't know it's there. A 2024 MIT study found that people who understood how algorithms work were 40% less likely to fall for manipulation. Just knowing changes behavior. So step 1, stay aware. Every time you open an app, remind yourself, this feed is curated. This isn't reality. This is a business trying to keep you watching. Question everything, especially the content that makes you feel strong emotions. Anger, fear, outrage. Those are the algorithm's favorite tools. If it makes you furious, pause. Ask, why am I seeing this? Who benefits from my anger? Step 2, actively destroy your echo chamber. Follow people you disagree with. Read news sources outside your political bubble. Force the algorithm to show you different perspectives. It will be uncomfortable. Your brain will resist. Remember, opposing views trigger threat responses now. That discomfort is your mind healing. Turn off autoplay. Disable notifications. Stop letting the algorithm decide what's next. A 2023 Stanford experiment had participants manually choose their content for 30 days instead of using recommendations. Result: 60% decrease in extreme content consumption. Their views became measurably more moderate. The algorithm wants you passive. Scrolling, consuming, fight back, choose actively. And here's the most important part. Talk to real people, face to face. No screens, no algorithms, just human conversation. You'll remember something you forgot. People are more nuanced than their posts, more complex than their tweets, more human than the algorithm wants you to believe. Step 3, reclaim your time, your attention, your mind. Set hard limits. 2 hours maximum on social media, not as a suggestion. As a rule, delete apps you don't need. If it's important, you can access it on a computer. Making it less convenient makes it less addictive. Replace scrolling with literally anything else. Read, walk, create, think. Remember what your brain feels like when it's not being hijacked. A 2024 digital detox study found that people who reduced social media to under 1 hour per day reported 35% improvement in mental health within 2 weeks. Your thoughts are yours, but only if you protect them. The algorithm is powerful, but it's not unstoppable. It only controls you if you let it. So, don't. Here's the truth they don't want you to know. You're stronger than the algorithm. You're smarter than the manipulation. You're more human than the machine. But you have to choose. Every day, every scroll, every click. Will you stay trapped in a curated reality? Or will you think for yourself? Will you let your thoughts be programmed? Or will you reclaim your mind? The echo chamber only exists if you stay inside. Walk out. Your thoughts, your choice, your freedom. Now go take it back. If this video opened your eyes, share it. Break someone else out of their echo chamber. Comment below, what's one thing you're going to change about how you use social media? And subscribe if you want more uncomfortable truths. Your mind is the last free place left. Defend it.